It was really cold last night, but I slept so well because there was no wind at all, no rain, the ground was really flat, and we were in the woods, not a campground or established campsite. It was good. And now we're enjoying our last few miles of clear trail before we get into the blowdowns. In coming to the Bob Marshall Wilderness, there's been a lot of, I don't think it's fair to call it fear-mongering, because people have such vastly different experiences of the same trail just based on their own experience, the conditions of the trail that day, their comfort levels. So we've had people say that there were thousands and thousands of blowdowns and impossible stream crossings, and then we've had people who've come through and said it was a challenge, it was fine, and the only way for us to find out is to just go in and be prepared to back out if necessary. We've come to the blowdowns, and before going any further, we've decided to make a sacrifice to the Bob. Here's our sacrifice to the Bob and all of the other names that it has held before that. We ask for safe passage through the blowdowns and across the rivers. And now we eat our sacrifice because the Bob appreciates hikers who leave no trace. Not sure which way I'm going through this one. Sit on this one. Yep. Ducking under. Yeah. Okay. I know I stopped and started the video, but those last ones were all within about 50 feet of each other. That would maybe a medium level blowdown. The highest level I can't film because they're just, you need all hands. Today I'm having Pop-Tarts on day 2 in the hopes that they would be not all crumbs. It worked out fairly well. I was originally going to try to count the blowdowns through this section, about 6 miles of it. That's clearly not happening. So instead, I've been counting the clear steps between blowdown sections. The average is about 20 steps before you get to a blowdown, and then sometimes the average is like 0 when it's a big blowdown section. And one time I even went 50 whole steps between blowdown sections. We are in a small section of healthy, relatively healthy forest and no blowdowns. You can see this whole area has been affected. We're not sure if it's fire or disease or both. We've heard that this most continuous section of blowdowns should last about 6 miles. And we've done 3 of those. Took us 4 hours. Feeling really good about that. This is the top of a tree, and there's so many more little sap globules. Level 1, easy, easy. These ones aren't so bad either. The under strategy. Oh shit. Ooh, probably shouldn't be saying that. Thank you, log. Ooh, how do we get over that? We found a good spot for lunch in the shade, not next to blowdowns. And I have really, really chapped lips. So I just set my timer for 10 minutes and I counted every single blowdown tree that I went over. 10 minutes, 138 trees. And I would say this section was average, slightly above average with the blowdowns. The number might be high for an average because while there were a lot of them, a lot of them were easy to step over this time. So normally we might not come to that many in 10 minutes, like if there's a big labyrinth. Also, the rules were that each tree got its own count, even if I was able to step over multiple at one time. Whenever you come to a labyrinth of blowdowns, like 20 to 30, you have to choose go over, go under, go left, go right, use things as a bridge. And sometimes you make the wrong choice and find yourself in a bit of a pickle. Where do I want to go from here? I don't know. I want to get that way. I genuinely believe that we have taken more steps perpendicular to trail than along it. The trail is somewhere back down there. I have to find it again. I feel like this is called like a plie in ballet or something, but it's gonna get me over there. We think those trees over there may be the end of the blowdowns. We're out! We think. We're pretty much at the creek, so we've done the 6 miles, right? And it took us 7.5 hours to do 6 miles, and we feel awesome about that. I'm gonna take that. We've started phase 2 of the Bob's Challenges, river crossings. That was Benson Creek. It was above the knee and swift, but manageable. Benson Creek was the hardest to cross, and even that wasn't too bad. And then the South Fork, Kern, whatever we're on, that one was really easy. But we took out our socks and our gaiters and our seal skins so that we could put dry socks on when we finished our crossing. This is the Badger Ranger Station. I'm very excited to try these. Pretty good. This is the final injury count for the day. A few scratches, a few bruises, scratches, 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 but pretty good considering that was 6 straight miles of blowdowns.